trust a soul. No, I said, what you mean? Whoa. I said, what you mean? You thought it was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I went fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like a molar roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag board, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and Ayatollahs. Rap gods like Klops and Olga. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think Rose still. And Bobby Brown.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Hounds coming in at 10-3, going up against the Chargers, who come in at 13-0.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Memphis Hounds. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the D-line's going to spread out. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And tough starting field position here.
Here we go now. Detroit!
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, 2nd to last in the entire NFL. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync. and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is and that's caught inside the 30. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go! What? Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Grind 38! Ohio, let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Let's go. What? None. Flex round. Flex round. Undercut. Ohio.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Chargers on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline. It's complete. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
you'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Here we go now. Leopard! Leopard! Over!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Detroit! Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. But Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll look to throw. They find some open field here. And he slides to avoid the hit. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So here we go, first and 10 now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play down. And this is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and... Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Second down following the run. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Chargers on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Strong right. Here we go. What? 90. 4 down. What? 90.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Let's go. Grand 38. Watch 30. Ohio. Here we go. Ohio.
They go play action here on first down. Now he'll escape to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. And what a big-time play there. 51 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now here's a carry heading left. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now back to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they bring their punter out there now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Chargers on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The Chargers on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Shedding through the defense. Forced out to his left. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Come on, let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel, no one's going to be...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we got no shot to beat this team.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Second down now after the incompletion. Shift together here from the D-line. On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going up top. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw right side here, complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. He'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds right around the 20. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road.